Hello, everyone. This is Sybil War with here at the Denver Roller Dome in Denver, Colorado. We have about 20 minutes left until these two teams start to play at 8 o'clock. This is their period in between games right now. And during this time, a lot of the teams use it as their warm-up. The team that you see out on the track right now is the Supernovas, or Peninsula Roller Derby. They will be playing Red Stick tonight. Denver has left tonight to the War family. So I, Sybil War, will be doing the announcing while you see down there in green to your lower left corner is my beautiful child, Centurion. Centurion will be also helping announce and messing with the camera tonight. Hello, Senti.
Why, hello, Sybil.
Thank you so much for coming over here and helping with the live stream, taking over the camera.
Absolutely. I'm very high energy right now.
I'm a little scared.
Good day to announce.
Uh-oh. You were doing in-house a little while ago, right?
I was. That was a good hype up for this.
Yeah, and I was back here with the Blazin' a little bit ago.
Oh, cute.
Yeah, from Denver. Though she does play with Rocky Mountain sometimes.
Yeah, she does. That's a good day.
It is. Both Centurion and myself, Sybil Ward, do play for Rocky Mountain Roller Derby here. We share space at the Roller Dome with the Denver.
Real quick, Sybil, remind me, who is the team in purple?
The team in purple right now on my roster, I have them as the Supernovas, Ultraviolets. But if you notice on the scoreboard, it says Peninsula Roller Derby. I'm wondering.
Pennsylvania?
No, it says Peninsula from here, right?
Oh. Not gonna lie, my eyesight ain't that good.
No, it's not that good. I can't see it from here. However, Red Stick does give itself away as they will be playing in red tonight.
Nice. Not gonna lie, the Supernovas warm-up looked really scary.
Yeah, they did. That's why I turned on the camera. I was like, oh my God, guys, look at all this.
I don't care how they're gonna play, that opening would scare me.
Yeah. I wish we could have shown the people on the live stream the very beginning when they were doing that line,
Dude,
but
they're doing this cool like leapfrog to the line, like person and back to the front, fast as you can.
that was cool. But I mean, look at Red Stick there. Didn't they play earlier today too?
I thought
I'd
so.
be
I thought they
tired.
played yesterday.
Wow.
Didn't they?
But they're from Louisiana, from Baton Rouge, El Baton Rojo, hence Red Stick. But like Louisiana isn't like Baton Rouge at sea level, or under sea level, and then we have these poor players up here at
All playing like 2 days in a
5,680.
row.
Yeah. Rude.
It's that home team advantage. It's, haha, you can't breathe.
A long time ago, both Senti and I played in Texas, in Austin, Texas. And I remember back there, we were like, ha ha ha, y'all can't breathe either. Because it's so hot here in Austin. Oh, so one of our friends from the live feed says that Red Stick did not play today. Not today.
Oh, okay.
But I
okay.
did see them yesterday.
Fun.
Oh, look at them.
What is that?
The whistle rang and they all went to the ground.
That is so cool. That's one of my favorite parts about seeing other teams come here is everyone has a different warm-up. I don't care what anyone says about psychological effect of warm-ups. That scares me.
I agree with you.
Yeah,
There's
I
a
can't-
psychology.
I can't do that.
No.
I'm like, I'm either doing that or I'm jamming. There is no one or the other.
Yeah, that looks like a really good drill, too. So people from the live stream are letting us know that both of these teams come from sea level and that we are
Wow.
torturing both of them today.
I am so glad.
Oh my gosh, that's going to be amazing to see them both even, kind of, or having the same disadvantage,
Right.
basically.
Oh, those jammers already practicing that one hand out of bounds. Because, of course, I assume the altitude is going to affect jammers the most. Occasionally, you can visually see that with blockers, too. You know, you start to see kind of more sloppy play or packs starting to run more. But jammers, I bet, are going to be feeling this more.
Yeah, I'm assuming so. Many, many years ago, I do remember coming up from Austin, Texas to play Project Mayhem from
fun.
Rocky Mountain Roller Derby back in the day. And for our Texas skaters, for Team Free Radicals in Austin, Texas,
Fun.
did, yeah, that second half was a killer. One of our listeners on the live stream says, burpee warm-ups, how rude. That's what I said. I was like, rude.
Someone got the coach angry.
You know, since we do have Louisiana here, I did read that there is a nonprofit organization that is based in Baton Rouge. It goes by the acronym of LORI, L-O-R-I, which is the Louisiana Organization for Refugees and Immigrants. And they're a nonprofit that helps refugees and immigrants achieve self-sufficiency through access to critical services and support. So the Red Stick Roller Derby team is tapping into the community for a collective call to action to support this life-saving organization as it faces down some of its largest battles in Louisiana yet. Not only does Louisiana host some of the largest ICE detention centers in the country, its courts have issued some of the strictest sentences towards immigrants and undocumented people anywhere in the country. So we ask that the roller derby community to stand for some of the most vulnerable people in our society today and to visit mylori.org to donate to Lori.
Thank you, Sybil.
And it seems like we still have about 10 minutes left until both teams get on the track and start showing their stuff.
I'm real curious to see. I don't think I've ever seen the Supernovas that often play. Red Sticks I've seen 1 or 2 times. But with how these teams are going to play, in the last game we saw a lot of jammers using a lot of momentum, distance with momentum. But seeing how these jammers are going to play.
Yeah, I'm wondering if these teams are going to be a little bit tighter on that defense.
I hope so.
Yes, and so therefore, I'm wondering if we're going to see those jammers staying stuck behind those walls a little bit longer, more equally.
Right, and how they're going to be able to use whatever distance they can get differently in those types of plays.
Yeah, I'm real curious. And also, we get to see people play from different regions here in the mountain area that we wouldn't really see unless we went out of Colorado.
Right? I know as a jammer, I get stuck in my ways. I want to see how other jammers deal with stuff.
Right? So I appreciate it, Senti. Thank you so much for letting me convince you at the last minute that you should come and help Mommy.
Right, I was like, I'm announcing today? Cool!
Thank you.
If y'all didn't know, Civil War here is my mom, which makes a really interesting dynamic on the track because I love every time we go against some hard teams and you're like, baby, they look really hard. Don't take the lines, baby. Baby, don't take the lines. And I take the lines anyways.
Oh my God, it worries me so much to see my own little Dur baby out there when Senti is jamming and someone hits her real hard. I get so upset.
The irony there is you still hit me really hard.
I'm sorry, baby. That's leftover trauma.
It's okay, I forgive you. It's just me and 7 generations of my ancestry feels it too.
We love y'all too out there. Thank you so much for encouraging us and having us be here with y'all tonight on a Saturday night. It's a little bit hot here in Denver, and I'm also wondering how that's going to affect the teams. Even
Fair
though
enough.
Louisiana does come from hot weather, and I'm actually going to look up to see where the Supernovas come from. If anybody knows on the live stream, please feel free to let us know.
They may know heat, but they don't know this heat. Dry heat is another type of heat entirely.
It is.
I've heard people say they prefer humid heat. Nah, that ain't me.
Right now we have about 5.5 minutes left until the game. I think this is a good time to go over some rosters. We do see Red Stick All-Stars out on the track. I think we should go ahead and start out with them.
Let's.
Number 5, I Shove Lucy. Number 13, Bash Her Booze. Number 29, Amo Push Her. Number 30, Stabby Cat. 76, Little Miss Maggot. Number 82, Bust a Move. 89, Princess Leia Anna?
Lay it, Anna.
Leia Anya.
Lay it, Anya.
Leia Anya. Number 100, Original Sign. 228, Comet K's. 343, Twinkle Toes. Number 0429, Carmina Pariah. 511, Machu Picchu. 725, Sparkles Fantastic. Number 1899, Papaya on Fire. I love these names. Their coaches tonight. It has down Coach Reaper, Sass, Shay, and Raven all coaching for the Red Stick All-Stars tonight.
Let's see, for coaches for the Supernova Ultraviolets, we have R2, Hitzenberg, Deadeye, and Sensei.
And on the live stream, someone is helping us out and letting us know that the Supernovas are formed from a coalition of leagues in the Greater Bay Area in California.
Interesting.
Thank
Okay.
you so much.
I will never forget that time where we went all the way up to Saskatoon to play a tournament, and only one team was actually Canadian. The rest were either California or Montana.
I remember that.
That is where I got one of my first concussions.
Unfortunately, your mother remembers that too.
Yeah, I took the lines on that one.
Yeah, I told you not to take the lines.
I
and
totally
their
took the
name was
lines.
the Knockouts.
Yeah,
I
it
told
was.
you, do not get knocked out by these people, sweetie.
Right? She was really big, huh?
We see that Red Stick is getting on the Rat Skates jammer line. Skates Rat. I call them Rat Skates. Skate Rats.
Skates,
The
right?
skates for the rat.
Hey, if it comes from the heart, it's the thought that counts, okay?
Yes. They are the only derby or roller derby, roller skating specific shop in Loveland.
Pretty much. Anytime someone's going up there from Denver, we're like, hey, what you need?
Yeah, can we place an order for some wheels? But the great thing is that they are helping sponsor us now. They are vending with us, and so they came to us. We don't have to drive a mile or an hour and a half out or an hour out to Loveland.
What a privilege.
Right now, we're about to start under less than 2 minutes, ready for our last and final game of the night. Someone else who does give us stuff and supports us is actually Great Divide Brew Company. It's a brewery of great character, making remarkable beer while being active in the community, partly by supporting us right here at the Roller Dome.
You'll love to see it.
You can order online, by the way, from Skates Rats. If you are not in Loveland or you did not come visit us here in Denver, Colorado, please feel free to check them out. They're Skate Rats, R-A-T-Z, skate shop in Loveland, Colorado. They will ship to you with 10 years of experience.
Let's see here as both teams line up. Let's see here. Can't see numbers too well.
I think we're gonna need glasses, honey.
Mom, but I'm like way younger.
Oh,
I can't see that well.
it's
People
okay,
always
baby.
say
10
I'm made of
seconds till
stem
Derby.
cells. I don't know what that
Number
means.
603 is on the track for the Supernovas, along with 999 and number 24. And they will be wearing black tonight, while Red Stick will be wearing red. That's intense.
Yeah, that is. As that pack struts in the back, Red Sticks uses all that recycling space to make sure that Supernova does not have a lot of room back there. Ooh, Pack is getting violent. This is just the first jam.
And we are not seeing the amount of movement that we did in those earlier games. These teams are keeping tighter, closer together. Not a lot of movement for the jammers to be able to pick up speed and go. Right now we do have lead jam for the black team, number 86.
Ooh, big hit. As we slow down into turn 3, a rather fast pack when the jammers speed up. But for the most part, blockers are able to lock down that speed. But, ooh, this is not looking good for Supernova.
Oh my!
And they landed it! They're taking home 4 points.
Wow.
What a beautiful jump. And, mind you, they're working with, at that time, there were 2 Supernova blockers in the penalty box.
Wow. Number 86 was jamming, Zoe Trope. She's the one that did that wonderful jump. I swear, I saw her jump over that blocker for Red Stick.
I did too.
Like over her, like a good 2.5, 3 feet off the ground. Like over her, you know?
Yeah. You know, like over her as in...
Wow. Wow. Got it through, and number 89 is so happy because she did get lead jam for Red Stick, coming back around to score while she's beating 2 black blockers back in the back, trying to stop her scoring lap. She didn't give the other jammer any time to score. She went ahead and called it off. That's one of our strategies. Una estrategia.
Very smart. We do have one Supernova penalty. A blocker got a forearm, and it is the pivot. Not ideal.
And that is going to be, I want to say it's 1-2-3-0 Prince Sparkle Fists. I want to say he's the one that's in the box.
I'm sorry, I got to talk about that. Red Stick's jammer tried a straight pecs jump over Supernova, but was completely denied. But fights through on that outside lane, finding space to get lead. Supernova was testing that pack, ends up getting through. Oh, that's a lot of blockers in the penalty box.
Wow.
Oh, but a beautiful feed dips, working with one blocker on the track.
Oh my God.
These jammers really are working with the most with not a lot of friends. We do have 3 Supernova blockers. Still that same pivot, 1, 2, 3, in the penalty box with 1 Red Stick's pivot. Packs, we are seeing quite fast packs. Partly we're seeing kind of reaction from jammers when they speed up, the pack speeds up, but it seems like when people start to get their groove, those packs do slow down. Supernova finds space on that inside lane as we're seeing a lot of leg. Supernova's last blocker playing offense by completely holding the butts in the back.
And she is really trying to get her jammer, number 5, Black, trying to get out. I shove Lucy, number 5, for the Supernovas. Right now, we still have 2 blockers in the box for the Supernovas.
I'm noticing from these jammers, at least also from the Supernovas, that just, I don't know if it's a result of how much space is being given, but they're quite side to side with their speed.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
Oh, so close. It does end up being a cut.
For number 820 for the Supernovas, Hannah Morley.
That is 2 straight pecs jumps that were attempted. Ooh. Skating up. There is no pack formed. Both jammers are able to use that to their advantage. As we're seeing a lot of violence in this turn one.
A lot of formidable athletes on the track tonight. We are hearing some penalties from the referees being called. Right now we do have 2 blockers from Red Stick in the box, while we have 1 blocker from the Supernovas.
Oh, beautiful bean dip from the Supernova jammer. As we slow into turn 3. Oh! Jammers using beautiful work of their laterals to skirt through with as much speed as they can without hitting Red Stick blockers. As Red Stick's jammer fights in that front, 1 to beat, does get out of play. There is a lot of hitting.
It's a very physical game.
Very physical.
That tripod in the front of the Supernovas. Number 13 from the Red Stick. All-Stars, Basher Bose. Oh my gosh, I'm just gonna stay with Basher.
Oh, good. We do have, ooh, I think was the slowest the pack got. Slowing into turn 1 with Supernova, looking at their friends. Both jammers taking home 3 points. We are starting with a clear box now.
Right now, your score is 21 Red Sticks, 26 Supernovas.
Wow.
It's a very close game.
Very close, very physical. We're almost seeing a lot of those blockers trying to deny the other blockers space to work with those hits. And whilst jammers take full advantage of whatever space they can get, they're having to use a lot of that lateral movement to try and beat those Supernova blockers or Red Sticks blockers, and they're killing a lot of speed while doing it.
There have been a lot of penalties, which is a bit concerning for the first half. Bose sounds like doze off all asleep. Bose, like Bose. I see. Thank you so much. Basher Bose.
We do have an official timeout from the officials, just making sure that all the penalties are being recorded correctly and that everything can stay safe if they know just what penalties are being called or what to focus on. Thank goodness for our lovely officials. To name all our officials, we have Oceans, Candy Person, Ogre, Ninja, Splitter, Johnny D, Gym Class Hero, Extra Crispy, Spike, Wolverine, Snark and Mighties, Penny Painful, Millie Dreads, Sarah Dactyl, Bill of Fights, Ultraviolet Blue, Primeval, Sonar, and Talia Up.
I do love our volunteers. We can't play without them.
No, we can't.
There is a silent auction out here tonight. I wish that we could show people on the live stream what our wonderful skaters have decided to donate to our silent
clean
auction. Hey, I love dances. I love dances. Aisha Lucy number 5 is out there doing her thing.
This is when all the blockers get to huddle up in one group and think about their life decisions for however long the official timeout goes for.
Wow. And really, with 5 points in between them, I would love to be on their bench just to hear their coaches, like, what is going to be their strategy right now? Solo tienen 5 puntos entre medio de los dos equipos.
Claro que sí. We do have the whistle for the end of the official timeout.
Y vamos a empezar este jam con 21 puntos a 26 puntos para los Supernovas. Red Stick coming out, and their jammer is up in the front, hitting the tripod of the Supernovas. She does have one offense at this time, and doing a great job trying to get out. However, the Supernovas jammer did get past that whole pack and is now scoring in on her scoring lap, number 86.
Once again, we are not seeing an ideal amount of penalties.
Yeah, if we look back over to the penalty box, let us show you a little bit of what's going on in there. We are still dealing with some of those challenges about these two teams being very physical, very hard-hitting. Sometimes we do see an increase of penalties.
From what I'm seeing, I believe the penalties are either illegal contacts or multiplayers. I don't think I've seen direction, but they are all contact penalties.
Red Stick is coming out strong. Both jammers actually are just, oh, what a spin on that outside lane by the Red Stick jammer, but the Supernova jammer is right behind her. And we have some jammer on jammer action. Number 99 is doing her best to try to get that Red Stick jammer out, and they're both hitting the pack, both on the floor. That was hard hitting.
There you go. Not even jammers are
Wowza.
safe.
You know what we're going to do right now in this very moment? Check out that penalty box.
Oh,
Guess what?
And we got an empty penalty box.
Está nadie.
Nadia.
Nadie está en la cajita de penalty.
I'm so proud.
So proud. They are back again. Oh my gosh, there is a lot going on the outside of this straightaway. And also now
What a
coming into
bridge.
the apex.
They took all that space in the back. The pack is very stretched out in both
Wow.
turn 1 and 2, but it is still pack. Now pack is starting to form in the back as the Red Sticks blockers let go of the Supernova jammer as they go in for a jump successfully and knocking down that Red Sticks pivot. Red Sticks jammer does have it off, but doesn't need to pass it. Oh, big hit. I'm not even sure if that was intentional.
And number 182 from the Supernovas calls it off. I see their jam coach over there in the corner by the penalty box for the Supernovas.
Supernovas are starting out with their pivot in the penalty box.
You know what I think is going to be super hard this game is choosing the MVP from either team. How are we going to do that? How are the people on the live stream going to choose with so much wonderful players?
Right?
Oh. Number 82 for Red Stick has come out and is awarded lead jam. Bust a move. Bust a move is coming in, and she is busting her moves right there, trying to get through on the outside and in the middle as she is getting some good offense. And she decides to call it off before Days gets back into the track from the opposing team to start scoring.
I don't know about you, but I think I have a few runner-ups for fan favorites.
Oh, for sure.
Starting out.
Oh! And we do take out a ref.
You'll love to see it.
I hate to say it, but I do like to see it.
That hit did end up getting them a directional. Not sure what the jammer, Supernova jammer, is being sent to the box along with one of their blockers. This will be a power jam for Red Sticks, as that jammer does some funky moves, but Supernova denying those lines and doing a beautiful job blocking with only 2 people as the pack stretches out. You're starting to they're getting pretty thin, but they still are within 20 feet.
They're trying to stretch it, and they're keeping her as long as they possibly can.
Oh, but one does gain a penalty. It's a multiplayer.
Wow. All right. Number 999. 9999. I was missing one 9. Gets sent to the box, but at the same time, one of the Supernova blockers does get released, number 564, and she is ready to go help her team. She's coming in. You can tell she's coming in straight for the offense. Yes, and she's trying to clear the way for her jammer. Unfortunately, her dedication did earn her.
We're getting a little dosey-do. Oh, that's confusing.
That was very confusing.
Okay, so 2 players were almost sent to the penalty box, but the refs changed their mind and told them to come
eran
back.
todos los cuatro. Eran los cuatro.
Claro.
All 4 of them.
Oh, no!
Sí.
Oh, you don't love that. Okay, so some explanation. Ooh, and it looks like Supernova is calling a timeout.
Mira, ahorita están 3 de los blockers en el penalty box, pero a un punto en este jam estaban todos los 4 bloqueadores de los Supernova yendo para la caja de penalty, y los referees tuvieron que mandar 2 de ellas de regreso porque no tenían suficiente espacio para poner todas las personas que tenían penalties en la caja. So for those of y'all who don't understand the second colonizer language, what I was trying to say was that there was 4 blockers that were being sent to the box for a Supernova at one point in time, but the refs were having to tell them to go back to the track because there was already 2 blockers sitting. There was one somewhere in the way. It was very, very confuso.
I think that's the first time I've seen an entire pack with the jammer sent to the box.
Yeah, you know, and I can't, because of where we're standing, it's real hard for us to be able to see the penalties or to be able to tell our live stream friends kind of what we were able to see.
Right. Not exactly seeing what all these penalties are. I can only assume contact penalties, but
yeah, we are having our friends ask us about some of the penalty updates. There have been so many, and I know at one point we were able to pull up the penalties and put them on the screen. Let me check if I can do that. If I kill the live stream, I'm sorry, I'll be right back. But if I can get y'all the stats and the penalties for this game, I will. I'm just going to flag somebody down who knows how to pull them up.
I'm also noticing that although packs are quite fast, I mean, to Derby standards, they're more physical than anything. And it just looks like those hits being delivered and received is what's more kind of moving the pack forward. I don't see a lot of effort besides with that beautiful bridging. Not a lot of efforts to try and control pack definition or where it's at.
I did notice that, and I noticed that for personally myself, sometimes I do have a hard time being in the pack and being able to see that destruction while we're all moving. So it must be real difficult for the refs to be able to see. We're starting again, Red Stick at 31 and the Supernovas 37.
Oh! That is a forearm penalty on someone. Red Stick's blocker. That was another straight pegs jump attempt. Now not being successful with someone falling on you for extra insult.
Number 13, Basher, did go to the box for Red Stick. One blocker sitting for Supernovas. Red Stick's blocker is standing, about to be released back onto the track.
Got that Red Sticks offense coming in to try and attack one of those back blockers. Pack is starting to get stretched out, but still within a healthy amount. Supernova Jammer does get through, getting them that 4 points. Red Sticks looking like they're going to call it before Supernova can gain any more. I think that was their scoring pass. That's going to be 0 points for each Jammer. Red Sticks Jammer did not gain points on that one. Talk about defense.
That defense was solid.
Ooh, we're trying something different. We're starting out near the pivot.
So there's some skaters back near the Skate Rats Jammer line, and some started back at the
Oh,
pit.
nope, well, we all suck back.
We're going back, we're going back, sucking back.
As both teams are starting to get a grip of denying space. Pack does start to get stretched out. We got one penalty and illegal contact.
1230 Sparky is going to the box along with 611 for Red Sticks. So one blocker in the box for each team.
It did look like both of those were an illegal contact. Wow. Okay.
Illegal contact?
Illegal contacts.
But for
I'm
what?
assuming what could be happening there. Oh gosh, there was a little bit of out of play. I saw the ref kind of do the no pack a few times. It could have been that there wasn't enough effort from the blockers to try and remedy that. That might be able to get an illegal contact because they kept blocking.
Oh my
We got
gosh.
both Jammers fighting 3 blockers.
Wow.
On turn 1, as the pack finally starts to get its groove and start to slow in turn 1.
These are some tough packs. Oh my God.
They're right
Look
on
at
each
number
other.
82. I mean, even picked up
Ooh,
some of
but a
those
high block.
blockers. Oh, shoot.
That
High
does
block
end up being
for
a high block.
Busta. One of our friends on the live stream did say that they thought that that was a stop block.
Interesting, okay.
I do like our friends from the live stream because it seems that they're able to see things we are not.
Oh, no pack, but reformed very quickly.
And we do have 2 Red Stick blockers in the box, 1 Supernova in the box. You know what? I thought that was a blocker, but number 82 did go to the box as the jammer.
Interesting.
So they did have a power jam. Number 82 is putting the helmet cover back on the helmet, but the jam is called before 82 is able to get any points.
Let's see. We are getting a team timeout.
I don't know if y'all can see over there, but Red Stick is doing some stretching. They're kind of talking, getting refocused.
This is a beautiful moment. Insert a little sponsor here. I'd like to give a thanks to 888, keeping our skaters safe with revolutionizing roller derby safety with cutting-edge helmet tech and unrivaled fit options.
¿Cómo le haces zoom? ¿Cómo le haces zoom?
No sé.
A la cámara.
Entonces. Second colonizer language.
Right now the score is 35 Red Stick to 49 Supernovas.
With a game like this, with packs being so close together and denying space, it's hard to kind of see what penalties are starting to look like. Again, a lot of contact, those directionals, legal contact, and even a high block at some point. I can only assume it's just from those bumping together so close. As the jam starts, both jammers hitting the pack at very high speeds. As hits are delivered, players go down. A penalty is given to a Red Sticks blocker as they set up on the back. Supernova's jammer hits hard and is able to get them down. Does look like Red Sticks jammer is quite stuck in that back. As offense does their best to try and mingle with that Supernova defense, it ends up not being enough. We do have Red Sticks jammer. Oh, jammer on jammer violence. Oh, no, wait. Red Sticks jammer is getting recycled to the back here. Number 125. Still getting pretty stuck as these packs remain really close to each other. Supernova does skirt through on that inside lane for another 4 points. Red Sticks does an attempt for offense. Is distracting enough for 725 to skirt through on that inside lane. As Supernova weaves through in and out of Red Sticks. Blockers does end up calling it off, not wanting to. Oh no, they do get their 4 points. It's Sparky on Sparkle's violence. Correct.
Now we are up. Red Stick is 35, but the Supernovas are now up to 65 points.
Quick reaction from those blockers. As the whistle goes, both jammers hit with such speed. Supernova is able to use that to their best advantage, gaining lead. As Red Sticks tries to mingle and give offense to their jammer, it just doesn't end up being enough. They're not reacting to it at all. Supernova skirts through whilst using the momentum of a hit from Red Sticks. Red Sticks jammer does do a little hop on that outside lane to get through. Supernova is able to gain, 1, 2, 3, 3 points before Red Sticks jammers can get any.
We're at 72 for the Supernovas and 35 for Red Stick. Nobody is in the box right now.
Once again, we're seeing both jammers starting out with a lot of speed when that whistle blows. Packs do their best to slow them down as Supernovas starts to get held in the front, but we do have another high block or head block going to Supernova's jammer. This will be a power jam for Red Sticks.
It's just one stick.
Let's see here. Red Sticks skirting through. Blocker was able to go through, but it was no pass, no penalty, or actually we're seeing some refs kind of going yes and no to some penalties. I think they thought that was a cut, but it was a no pass, no penalty. So they still got lead. As Supernova's jammer re-enters, fighting through those back, Red Sticks is starting to slow those jammers down, lock down that defense. But Red Sticks jammer is recycled to the back painfully. As the pack slows to a crawl in turn 3. Now both of these teams are starting to get a groove. We do have a multiplayer being called out. And serving two? The plot thickens. I believe they still try to hit someone on their way out. Oh. And thus is serving that two. We do have two Supernova, including a pivot starting in the penalty box, along with Red Stick's pivot. Again, a lot of those contact, I saw high block, a multiplayer, a directional question mark. Maybe not leaving the track right. Oh, Supernova gains that momentum on the outside to skirt through. But Red Stick's Jammer is not close, is close behind. As they're fighting for as many points as they can get, they decide to keep on going. They're not calling it. Red Sticks is on their scoring pass. It's fighting through, one to beat. Does get through with their 4 points. Supernova going for a second scoring pass. Oh, they look like they're still, nope, they're gonna keep it going. Ah, I was wrong. They are ending up to call it off with only 8 from Supernova to 4 to Red Sticks. But yeah, as you were saying, 2 for not leaving the track. Honestly, maybe it was quite hard to tell. Some skaters have been leaving at weird angles. I know that at least here in personal experience, refs have been getting way more strict in recent days, like within this month, about players leaving the track. Red Stick's Jammer does gain lead as Supernova's Jammer, oh, whoa, whoa, whoa. A lot of yelling. And all those refs saw it. They all got really excited in one moment and all blew their whistles for, I want to say a low block. I just know it looked like all of them saw it. Again, getting real physical. Ooh, hearing another whistle. It's going to be a forearm. As both teams now starting to get their grooves as one blocker from each team is in that penalty box. Pax starts to speed up. Ooh, we're starting to see a stretch. Out of play in front. Red Sticks gets through with another 4. Both packs slow it down in turn 3. Now starting to get their groove. Red Sticks is starting to get the hang of those jammers and stopping their speed, taking their hits. Red Sticks is telling their jammer to keep it going. Another 4 points. They are at least 12 points right now. As they hit that wall again, Red Stick's jammer is starting to look tired. Oh, beautiful defense. You love those jazz hands showing the refs. Hands are not involved. That jammer hit that wall and Supernova's defense just knew straight what to do. They dropped, they got low, and now they're just holding that jammer. Red Sticks blockers are doing the same thing in the front, but not working with a lot of space. And as one goes down, that is the end of the jam. Supernova takes home 4 points. Red Sticks only takes home 1. That defense in the back was able to stop him quite well. But Red Sticks takes home 13 points, while Supernova's gained 4. If my memory serves me right, I do think that is the most points Red Sticks has gotten in this jam so far. Unfortunately, though, situations developed. Red Sticks Jammer is in the penalty box. And of course, like a silly goober, I don't see what penalty it is.
You know, a little bit of trivia that I'll let you know is that it is only 1 baton.
Only 1 hana?
It is 1 baton. It's a baton rouge. It is only 1 stick. Another colonizer language is French. Since I lived in Paris for a very long time, it's only 1 stick.
It's only 1 stick?
A baton rouge, 1 stick. You've been saying Red Sticks.
Oh.
It's a forearm for the jammer. Yes.
The plot thickens.
The plot thick is wonderful right there. Let us know.
Thanks,
That
volunteers.
it was a forearm. Thank you so much, volunteers. The volunteers always know everything. It is going to be a forearm for that red stick. One stick, jammer, un baton, un stick.
Yeah, if I had to guess why she got that forearm, it just looked like she was, as she got tired, started to kind of lose how she was pushing.
Yeah.
It looked like there was a lot of impact. I can only imagine. I did not have a lot of eyes on it. But there was impact from her pushing with her arms more than it was her body.
Ah, they're coming out of their huddle. That's a very serious huddle there. Okay. I'm gonna let you do it.
We do have an official review. An official review from Red Sticks. They are trying to remove that penalty from their jammer.
Thank you to our volunteers again who are letting us know what's going on.
Although the official review was called, it was not retained. The refs were happy with that call. As both jammers are Supernova jammer trying to fight through those red sticks on turn 4. They are starting to get very split up. Out of play in the front. No penalties are given. This was clean. Supernova gets that lead. Red Sticks getting some offense from the Supernovas, but is able to ignore it quite well by blocking on one-on-one. Now reforming in the front. Red Sticks does hop through on that inside, but lost their balance. While they are back in the game, Supernova's jammer is starting to get stuck in that back. Red Sticks they are starting to learn these jammers, starting to get low and kill all that speed from their hits. Supernova recycles the Red Sticks jammer, as Supernova's jammer does call it, bringing home 4 points. Red Sticks jammer was not able to get past their initial. Oh yeah, I'm totally gonna keep forgetting. It is one red stick. Apologies if it keeps happening.
Muchos.
Your patience is much appreciated.
They said our volume was a
I'm
little
sorry.
bit low.
Red
Did
stick.
you fix it?
Yes, I believe
Awesome.
so. Did I?
I don't know.
As Red Sticks blockers do a wonderful job at controlling that jammer's movement, which is something you don't see often. Red Sticks is able to get out faster and gains that lead. They're getting in with a lot of speed, and as they do, they're calling it. They gain 2 points, denying Supernova any. These packs are starting to get very fast again. Although these blockers are starting to get more used to dropping low and absorbing those hits that are making that pack kind of move up forward, tensions do seem to be starting to get high. Both teams are hitting the pack again. Offense from Red Sticks is trying their best at the front there, is able to make a difference. Red Stick jammer gets on through with lead. Supernova jammer ends up, they're still clean. It's a Supernova blocker, gets up getting a directional. Ooh, I'm seeing another one. I saw that too. Red Sticks gaining a directional, and this time I can see from this angle. Ooh, hopping through. In that last one, number red 8-9 hopped over, again, over number 9999's skate. As they look back at the ref, I was like, hey, are we good? We good? The ref's like, yeah, you good.
We have 62 to 88 for the Supernovas.
Right, both jammers starting with a lot of distance between them and the pack, both hitting fairly hard, though still slowing down in the end. Supernova's denying that outside lane, while Supernova Jammer does get through. As Supernova Jammer is fighting two to beat. Offense does come in to try and make that difference, but Supernova Jammer is very quick. They do not have a lot of time to play that offense. They try their best with defense, but they do get through as Red Stick Jammer does pass it off. It is now their pivot jamming for Red Sticks as Supernova hits that pack, two to beat again. Supernova's offense tries to sandwich those two Red Stick blockers. It did not end up happening as the pack stretches out. Oh, poor bridging. Oh, the humanity. Supernova does get through with another 4 points. Yeah, Supernova defense being really tight on that Red Stick Jammer. They're getting down low, which actually, we got out of play, no pack, okay, pack reformed, out of play. Red Stick is able to gain 4 points because of that out of play. As Supernova calls it, they also gain home 4 points. That'll be for Red Stick, 4 points, Supernova 12 points. One little interesting observation is I am noticing that there's quite a bit of blocking backwards. Now, I'm a pretty strong advocate for blocking however you need to, even if that's backwards, but I am seeing, like, blockers are on their toe stops to try and stop these jammers, and that may be contributing to when those jammers pull off, they end up going backwards. At least I saw that in this last jam. That could be contributing to those directionals.
Good catch, Senti. This is going to be our intermission. We're going to have about 15 minutes. We're at the score. Red Stick is at 60. Red Stick is at 66. Now I'm going to start saying sticks, palos, palitos, muchos palos. It's going to be at Red Stick 66, and the Supernovas are going to be at 100. We have about 14 minutes left, and we'll see y'all soon. And if I get the penalties, I'm going to go ask about those so that I can give y'all a list of who has what.
Thank y'all very much. We'll see y'all in about 13 minutes.
Hello and welcome back. We have about 20 seconds left into the intermission with Red Sticks starting at 66 and the Supernovas are at 100.
With a little bit of a recap, we were seeing a lot of penalties in the first half. I was able to kind of go speak with our officials. They're actually saying it's not primarily contact penalties, like what you would be led to believe, and that it wasn't that abnormal amount of penalties for this level of play. This is actually pretty the huge.
The huge, okay.
Yeah, I was also curious. I was like, is it just us? But no, this is pretty basic. We are starting out with one Red Sticks in the box as both jammers use that momentum.
Wow.
Red Sticks trying to pass it. Does not need to, one to beat. Ends up getting through on their scoring pass as Supernova, fighting through that back. Being told to call it. Does end up calling it before Red Sticks can gain any points. Again, these jammers are so fast and they can create their own momentum so quickly that if these walls don't deny any space for them, they will just use that and pummel.
You're totally right. They really have a lot of strength and a lot of speed when they're coming in. And so if they can move those blockers and just displace them, then they can really get them moving and get out of the pack.
Red Sticks does pass it to their pivot. Ooh, big pile up there. Red Sticks pivot is the last one to fight. As the pack stretches out in this turn one, it is still got a lot of beautiful bridging. Kind of making the most of pick and choosing which blockers go to defend. Red Sticks jammer does make it through as Supernova is still fighting, but does get through, taking home 4 points, and does decide to call it before Red Sticks can gain any.
So Red Stick didn't get any points on this one, but we are seeing that the Supernovas are at 107 and Red Stick Roller Derby is at 66. Right now, there are no players in the box right now. In the penalty box, all players are on the track.
Oh, no pack called.
Something fell on the track, but one of those skaters did pick it up.
Oh, the pack is actually starting to reverse back to the jam line as that one skater fixes their skate from Red Sticks. Red Stick.
182 is the jammer for Supernova. Has gotten out. Oh wow, there has been it seemed like it was going to be a star pass, but really it was kind of a star stash for Red Stick. Number 182 for Supernovas does call it off. All blockers are on the track right now. 4 on 4 for the blockers. Jammers on the track.
We are seeing these walls start to pretty clean it up and keeping a healthy distance between each other while still denying those jammers space. Ooh, but Red Sticks does get through.
Oh, but Red Stick is thinking of calling it off and does call it off because the other jammer was awfully close to them, so there was no jammer separation. Pero en estos momentos, we do have a skater. We're taking a knee right now as our action is intensifying. And right now we are at Red Stick, only one stick at 66, and the Supernovas at 115. We actually have two skaters who seem to have been injured at this point, and they are still down on the track, and they're going to be two of the Red Stick players. And at this time, there are, the only player that I can see is 1898 for Red Stick, which is Papaya on Fire. Right now, I do not see the other skater who is also with her, but hopefully they will also be okay. And I was going to let y'all know, just for the next events that are coming up, we do have a Colorado Chaos Juniors tournament, May 24th to the 25th. We do have a lot of out-of-state juniors coming in to compete in that. And we will be announcing again, probably. Probably. Helping out our fellow roomies here at the Denver Roller Dome. And we have both of the skaters for Red Stick standing up right now and are able to skate away from the track under their own volition. We have skater 0429 for Red Stick, who is going to get checked out by our wonderful medical crew. Carmina Pariah. We are ready to begin. Red Jammer is out first, while the Black Jammer is out behind, about half a track back. Both jammers hitting the pack hard. Both trying to work their way through the pack. However, both walls are being very effective in stopping those jammers. We are getting some penalties called. It is a multiplayer for the, I want to say that multiplayer was for the Supernova player, number 00, who just went to, I think actually there's another number after those 2 zeros. I cannot see it from here, but I will let you know as soon as I can see it. Red Stick number 89, and she is very happy. She is pointing to the ref is like, lead, I am lead. Machu Picchu is ready, is going to the penalty box for Red Stick. I did not see what penalty she committed. Yes, oh my gosh, that one was the jammer for the Supernovas. Almost got out on the outside, but was hit out of the track and needed to be recycled to re-enter the person who took her out. The Red Stick blocker is standing, while one of the other Supernova blockers is going to the box. Number 511 is back on the track, Machu Picchu. I know, or at least I have seen Machu Picchu out on Fuego Latino, and I wonder, you know what, I always wonder if she is from Peru, because of the name, being that I am from El Salvador. So I'm also wondering if her number 511 is her area code, because I know that my number for Civil War is 503, and it is my area code to my home country of El Salvador. Yay, number 99, Supernova, lead jammer with number 82 for Red Stick, right in the back, maybe about a quarter of a track back. That was great jammer awareness and blocker awareness by everybody on that track. If you notice, one of the jammers was being recycled back, and somebody was was trying to get a cut on that jammer, but that jammer was so aware of who actually was drawing them back that they were able to see and make a correction so that they were able to not get a penalty for cutting.
Jammer awareness is half the battle when it comes to jamming.
I'm thinking about you. Uh-oh. So let's see. So she is Peruvian. Okay, I was right?
We are getting a multiplayer penalty on the Supernova blocker. The Supernova is being told to call it. Red Stick is not able to gain any points, while Supernova takes home 1 point. This defense is really starting to lock it down as we get into the second half.
All right, look, we have a fellow Salvadorian out there on the live stream.
Hey, let's go.
Hey, mi guanaco.
Oh, pack is starting to speed up again.
Hard hits from
Oh!
this.
Yeah. What the hell? I'd be angry.
Woo!
This Red Stick jammer number 343 has been doing that a lot, by the way.
The bean dip.
It's this weird, like, she does this hop with both legs going over somebody.
Oh, yeah.
That one that we saw in, like, turn 2.
Yeah, like
1,
jump
2.
straight over somebody's back.
Pretty much.
Yep. Oh, guess what? They say that Harley Sin, number 24, on the Supernovas is also Salvadorian.
Oh, that's so cool.
Salvy's in the house. Wow, a lot of action going on.
A lot of action, a lot
Look
of
at
physics.
that Red
Oh, that was
Stick
beautiful. Red Stick's jammer used this leverage without making it a forearm with their shoulders to get past that last Supernova blocker. As the pack starts to really speed up, we got USARs! Oh, pack is split. Someone is getting a penalty for a legal position. It's going to be a Supernova blocker. As Red Stick jammer does call it off, they're bringing home 4 points, while Supernova is bringing home also 4.
So now, Senti, my fellow Salvi, we are at 85 for Red Stick.
Is correct. 85
Solo un
for Red
stick.
Stick and 131 for Supernova.
Para la Supernova. Y ellos sí son novas. Es más de una nova.
Lining up here.
It does say no to USARs.
No to USARs.
I'm an oldie. I started playing back in 2009 with the Texas Roller Girls Recreational League back in the day. And Yeah, U-Stars wasn't around back then. We used to call this very fast skating kitties in the basket. Mama Kitty would be in the back, would be the strongest blocker, and all her little baby kitties are in the basket up front. So
Makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense. Put the kitties in the basket. Like others, I am also not built for speed. I'm a little too chubs for that. I eat too
Dude,
much
as a
Salvadorian
jammer,
food.
even I don't love speed.
No, no,
Not
no.
when it's all my friends running away from me. Oh, beautiful whip from Red Sticks as they're cheering. Red Stick Jammer doing a well-deserved celebration. Beautiful whip on the outside.
Check
As they
out
hit
that-
again on the
oh.
scoring pass, Supernova is not on their scoring pass. This is still their initial, so Red Stick is getting points. Ooh, but we got direction from a Red Stick blocker. Partly a lot of recycling. Pack is kind of going back and forth between turn 1 and 2. And is reversed back to the jam line a little bit by Supernova's bridging. As the pack is very stretched out. Red Stick offense trying to do their best, but
Wow,
beautiful
beautiful
hits.
hit.
Displacing that Red Stick Jammer. As Supernova's Jammer also gets through on the inside, has that one pivot to beat. Blocker goes up to bridge. They're still within, still within. Oh, they're still, that pack is just inching up. That pivot is, and now they're out of play. That was really good awareness by the blockers there to know just how much to bridge so that pivot could keep on blocking.
Absolutely, you can tell that this is that higher level play where their track awareness is really good.
Yeah, it is. And some incredible leveraging from both Supernova and Red Stick Jammers too, of using that momentum from enemy blockers as both teams hit the pack, becoming a little bit of a bumpable mess. We do have Supernova's Jammer getting through first.
Able to sneak on that outside line. And them again.
And them again.
And them again. Otra vez. La número 86, the Supernova Jammer.
As we're recycling backwards a little bit again. Ooh, even I saw that. High block from a Red Stick Jammer.
From our Peruvian friend.
No!
She's like our neighbor.
¿Qué pasó, mi amiga?
¿Qué pasó?
It did look like a little bit of an elbow to the face.
Un poquito.
Un poquito, ¿verdad que sí?
We do have a Red Stick pivot with the Jammer helmet cover in her hand.
Oh, oh, that is direction on.
Number 13, Killa.
As now both packs are starting to slow to a crawl in this turn too. We did go backwards a few times to get to where we are right now. Ooh, Red Sticks does try to go on the outside lane, but does get recycled. Oh, no, they dropped the pivot. No, drop the jammer. We are, both packs are starting to make home in this turn 1.
They are setting up shop
It's
here.
kind of going back and forth, and
Wow.
I do mean that literally.
The Jammer is really stuck on those Nova blockers, the Supernovas, and finally she was able to fight her way out, and she is putting on her Jammer helmet. She is now the designated Jammer, though she's being denied her points, all that work.
Ooh, look at that score, if I'm not mistaken.
Wow.
That is 16 points for Supernovas and none for Red Stick.
Pardon that mic hit.
Now, please don't forget, guys, we will need your help with voting for a fan favorite. With all these incredible moves from these jammers, I know, it is very hard to choose. We do have 15 minutes left in the game. As we go into this next jam, box is empty. Oh, back is speeding up again. Starts to go back into turn one. With all that momentum, Red Stick Jammer was able to make the most of it, skirting through with doing a fancy spin while doing. Ooh, we are getting a forearm on a Red Stick blocker, while Supernova, oh no, Red Stick's Jammer is also in the penalty box for what I do not know. Supernova does get through it because they were lead. This is going to be the full 2 minutes. Everyone loves to see it. And they run it. Ooh, but Supernova did deny that run really quickly by goading a blocker in the back as they're starting to reverse it back into turn two. Supernova Jammer back in, getting stuck in those two Red Stick blockers behind as they are able to skirt through on that inside lane. That pivot is the last one to beat. They do get through, earning them 4 points. Not gonna lie, things are getting very confusing. Who is recycling who? I do not know.
I do see that we have some more skaters going to the box. One
Oh,
of them
Red Stick
being
Jammer
the Red
again!
Stick Jammer going to the box for a penalty.
Gosh, that's unfortunate. And Supernova Jammer is making quick work of Red Stick blockers getting spread out. Offense by Supernova is working very well to split them apart, making the most of this power jam. Well, that is being the end of the jam. Supernova taking home 12 points, while Red Stick is taking home 3.
And our friends on the live stream are asking if we can go ahead and try to say the names of the jammers, because we aren't used to these wonderful teams from other places, and so sometimes we can confuse our local crowd.
My bad.
No, me too. I didn't know.
Let's see, in this timeout, I know that the previous jammer, 3-4-3 for Red Stick. 3-4-3 Twinkle Toes. I want to say 9 Flower Power was for the previous one for the Supernovas.
And right now, who we have jamming on the Skate Rats jammer line for Red Stick.
Ooh, that's number 5 for Supernova.
Number 5 for Supernova is Sunny Days. They, them. Days is lead jammer right now. They are coming around the track. And they're about to hit the back of the track. And they did, and they made easy work right now of the...
Oh, this pivot. Red Stick Pivot, who's now the jammer, was able to hit very hard. Oh, and gets through on that outside.
The jammer for Red Stick, number 1898. Papaya.
Papaya.
La Papaya.
Man, it's starting to get into that hour of the night, into that time of the game. Well, I'm starting to run out of things to say. As we start to get into this next jam, Pack is speeding up with both jammers starting to control the speed of their other blockers. But now we're starting to slow down. Ooh!
Hannah Morley, 8:20 for the Supernovas, is jamming. She did get lead jam. Lead jammer.
Nice. Offense for the Supernovas in the front, trying to make the most of it, splitting Red Stick up, but they're doing a great job at sticking together and ignoring it as they have to go back and bridge.
And number 13, Killa was really trying to do some O, and she actually was able to hit one of the red players, but accidentally that red player hit one of their own red players in the mouth.
Oh, that's not fun. Oh, and the Pack is going backwards. The other jammer is recycling, tried to recycle. Oh, but it's not on their head. I don't think it counts.
So they are not the designated jammer.
They're not the designated jammer. It's not on their head.
The player does not have that jammer cover on their head. So even though they're going through the pack right now, they're not scoring points, are they?
They're not scoring points, and I don't think they were able to recycle. Ooh, we're getting a direction. Yeah, I don't think that recycle was able to happen because they had it off. Technically, they're just a player kind of going off into nothingness. We're having a Supernova. Jammer did get, I want to say it was a directional. It is a power jam for Red Sticks as Supernova tries to increase that speed. Offense struggles to gain a hold with that speed happening.
And that jammer for Supernova is 820 Hannah Morley, being released out back on the track now.
Able to get 2. No, 3. Able to swing those hips around. Wow. Red Stick is breaking the 100-point. Sitting at 182 for the Supernovas.
Ahora sí tienen 100 sticks, ¿ves? 100 palitos.
We are having a timeout, an official timeout. We are seeing, again, a lot of the packs kind of speed up again. Jammers are being able to determine that speed a lot.
I was about to say that everybody looked like they were on the track, but right now, number 1898, Papaya, is being sent to the box as the pivot for Red Stick. And the jammer for number 86 for the Supernovas is out and is lead jammer, Zoe.
Oh! And that landed! Wow! Sybil, tell us, what jammer is that for the Supernovas?
That is going to be Zoe
8-6,
Trope.
Zoe Trope.
Though our friends on the live stream call her Zoe.
Aww. Oh, now both packs are starting to get their groove. Red Stick is recycling Supernova in the back. Red Stick is able to pass to their jammer as they get through on their ooh. Not their scoring, yes, scoring pass. Quite a bundle mess in that turn 2 and 3, but they were able to make quite a bit of it by passing it. As defense locked down that Supernova jammer, they were still able to get 4 points.
And right now we have about 7.5 minutes, and we are still needing to think of these MVPs, and I don't know how to pick because everybody's kind of fantastic.
You right.
Right now I know that Papaya has been named for Red Stick as one of the favorites.
Oh, number 99 able to skirt through. Oh, but 725. Nice. That is on that jam. Let's see here. Marinator as jammer. That was against Sparkles. Fantastic.
Oh, oh.
Number 8-9, able to get through, celebrating with that jam ref. Barely room to spare. Does it again! Oh, but it is knocked down. Oh, they're able to get back in because that same blocker got a forearm. Seeing kind of Supernovas pack deciding what to do. It did seem like Red Sticks had their bearings a little more in that one. Number 8-9, let's see, 8-9 is Princess Lediana, was able to make the most of that jam. As packs get very stretched out in the front, we are getting a penalty assessed to a Supernova blocker. Is just getting released and a Red Stick blocker. As both of these packs are starting to get very contact and a lot of space in between friends. Jammers are starting to make the most of this, and both are running through on their scoring passes. Supernova is able to skirt out on the outside, while Red Stick Jammer is starting to get stuck here. Offense is trying their best, but both teams are starting to get their grooves and set up home in this turn one. Red Stick Jammer 7-6 Magnet, unfortunately, is sent to the box as Supernova gets through. There's a low block on toes.
Yes, that came through. Get him the fall off. Okay, it's me.
As we're setting up here, we have 3 minutes left in the game.
3 minutes, that's it?
A little over 3 minutes.
Red Stick does have 111 on the scoreboard right now, while the Supernovas have 205. This game has been so, I was like, oh my gosh, I thought it doesn't actually show, I think, how close they were with the amount of physicality that they were using. It's just not reflected.
Correct, especially in that first half of the first period. These jammers are just working so well with all this momentum, and offense is doing a great job at their timing too.
And even though I was wondering if the elevation was going to have any effect on the teams, honestly, they make it look
I don't think
easy.
I don't think it is.
I don't think so either.
Oh, that was a lot of contact even before. Oh, that was one or two players going backwards and a lot of contact before the 5-second whistle.
And we do have two players in the box. Actually, one of them for Red Stick is the jammer that is being released back into the box, into the track, number 76. She is holding the jammer helmet cover. Little Miss Maggot.
Supernova jammer skirting on the outside with low resistance. Red Stick doing the same thing. That was number 725. Sparkles. Ooh, calling it off on the ground. Gaining 4 points for Supernova once again.
We do have one player for Red Stick in the box. It is going to be Machu Picchu, 5'11" from Red Stick. Oh, actually.
Oh, they traded.
No.
Ooh,
Uh-oh.
oh, no.
No. Oh.
That does look like it was an expulsion.
No. Pero ¿por qué, Peru? It does seem like number 5'11" is I can no longer see her with her team. So I am thinking that they did get another blocker to sub for her penalty. And she has fouled out. I'm assuming, again, I'm so sorry that I didn't get the list for y'all, but I wasn't able to grab a hold of that.
Oh, recycling for Supernova.
And the Supernova Jammer, number 70, the Red Stick Jammer, Maggot, number 76, is the pivot, but is also holding the Jammer helmet cover. She has been given the cover. And you can tell that these Jammers are tired, but they are still trying. They do not give up. Their offense doesn't give up.
Pack is getting very stretched in that straightaway, second straightaway. Supernova is able to get through, and Maggot is finally able to get through in that inside lane. Well deserved. Both teams start to lock it down. You can tell these Jammers are exhausted as she calls it off. We've got less than, our official timeout is actually about to run out. This will be the last jam. Both teams, both Jammers and both blockers hitting. Oh, that was barely enough space. Backstage stretched out once again.
Red Stick coming in
Max
hard.
Oh,
Calling it off.
wow. That was number 228 for
Wow.
Red Sticks.
228 for Red Stick.
Comet Kazi
Kazi.
against Days.
And the unofficial score right now is 122 to 229 for the Supernovas. And we do need to pick the MVP for tonight. And so for Red Stick, oh my gosh, it's going to be hard, guys. Zoe had some amazing moves, someone says, but their fan favorite for the Novas for this game is going to be Blink. Then there's also Comet. We had spoken about Papaya for Red Stick. Also, there's Princess for Red Stick. Carly Sin for the Novas.
game to an end. The final score is 122 for Red Stick and 230 for Supernova. Ultimately, penalties were a huge decider in this game, as the score does not give justice to Red Stick. The speed that their jammers used offense as well. Very physical game all around.
It really, really was a great physical game. I'm still kind of like, oh my goodness. And so far, what I think we're going to have is going to be Red Stick. The favorite for online is going to be Papaya. And then for Supernova, Hardly Sin, with a second coming in as Zoe.
I would like to point out that Red Stick does play again tomorrow, along with Supernova.
Wowzers. So the first game tomorrow is going to be at 10 a.m. from Denver's C team with Sin City's A team, but then I see at 12 o'clock Denver's A team is going to play Red Stick. And then the Supernovas play right after them. They're going to play Rat City's A team tomorrow.
Wow. Well, thank y'all very much for joining us for this wonderful game of roller derby once again. We hope to see you again tomorrow at 10 a.m. Tune in for then. And as always, thank you very much for watching.
Thank y'all very much for joining us. This is the War family, Civil War and Centurion. And thank you very much, and we'll talk to y'all tomorrow. Bye.